Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi if you're new, and today I'm going to be sharing with you where I have been and then also my goals for this year and moving forward, because it's a new year, it's a new start, and I think it's always good to look forward, because I have a tendency to try to look back and tell myself what I've done wrong, all that stuff. So with that being said, I'm going to just talk about where I've been, and then I'm going to end this video with my goals and what I hope for the future, this year specifically, 2021. And I know most people do this on the 1st of January, or right away after the new year happens, but I did not do that. And I'll talk about kind of why and all that stuff. But anyway, so first thing, I guess I'll talk about where I've been. The last video that's up on my channel is a college week in my life, and I was living at the dorm at the university I was at. I go to the University of Florida, for those of you who don't know, and I'm in the Pro Teach program at the University of Florida. And when I first scheduled my move-in appointment, I wasn't necessarily sure how the semester was going to go, how the year was going to go, if we were going to be remote, or if we were doing practicum, if we were going to be doing practicum in person or not, due to the pandemic that was going on. And it's still going on, but because of that, I didn't really know where the school fell with those guidelines. So kind of when I was moving in, I kind of found out that we were going to be remote the entire time, and I also found out later that spring was going to be remote too, or the choice of remote was going to happen. So when I first moved in, I kind of didn't realize what the circumstances were really going to be like. And at first I did have a roommate, and it was fun, but eventually she moved to a different dorm, and I had the entire room and suite to myself, and it was just me in there. And at first it was kind of nice to be able to just have my own space and everything, but eventually it got kind of lonely. It really did. So I did not stay the entire semester, and I have not been back since I moved out. I moved back in October of 2020, because I missed home, and not only that, but I missed being around people. Because of the circumstances, we couldn't really hang out with anybody in the dorms. No one really got together, really, because of, if you did, you had to be in masks out the whole time, and it wasn't really comfy. So it was really, and you couldn't really bring anybody into the dorm either. So if my family visited, we had to go out somewhere, so it only made sense for me to go see them at my home. So every weekend I would come and see them, and I really missed having interaction with people, because I had no interaction. I was literally in that dorm almost all day long, and I was like, this is not healthy. I didn't really know people to hang out with or anything. So yeah, so eventually I moved out of the dorm and came home, and I've been really happy doing my school here. I have a desk and an area that I do it at every day when I need to, and it's been really nice to be home. I really loved it. I've been really loving it. So that's where I've been. I have not been at the dorm. I've been home for this remainder of the year. Not only that, but I've been dealing with personal things just in my head. I've been dealing with some mental health, trying to stay positive, but this year has just been so unpredictable, and unfortunately I'm a mind, I kind of trying to predict, even though it's hard to. I like to try to predict what happens. I like knowing what's coming next, And even though, yes, I know I am in the college, I got accepted, that's really happy. I'm grateful for it every day. Just every day, it felt like there was just new things happening. And if I needed something to happen, it was just a whole obstacle course just to get it done. So it was just, 2020 was a very trying year. Like the beginning of it wasn't too bad, but as the year went on, it really just did not end well. It was just not a good year. I was happy to see it go. And I'm hoping that 2021 is just so much better in so many ways. I just hope so. And then, so I moved back, and that's where I've been. And I would have filmed the whole thing, but my headspace was just, it was just foggy. It was not there. And yeah, so, and then, but one happy thing happened is then for winter break, when the semester did end, I got to go see my boyfriend. Because of the pandemic, I did not get to see him for a whole year and a few months. So that was a long time that we did not get to see each other. If you don't know, I'm in a long distance relationship, and we have been in one since 2013. It's going strong and stuff, but I like to see him, you know? So usually we got to finally meet each other in 2016, and ever since, we've gotten to see each other like every single year, and sometimes multiple times. And I know not everyone gets to do that, so we're really lucky that we get to do that. But I was really missing him, and he's like a comfort zone for me. So like when I get to go see him and go, it's like a little vacation for me. I get to, you know, step out of my home and just go see a different environment for a little bit, and it's really nice. So I got to finally go see him, and that was a trip all within itself, because towards the end I was supposed to leave. I had to stay one extra week because we almost tested positive for the virus. So, but luckily we did not. We're fine. And I've come home now, obviously, and I've started semester 2 at the University of Florida, and we're remote again. Well, we had a choice to do in person, but I didn't think it was really worth it, so I'm still home, and I have working here and everything and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at right now, and I thought it'd be a good time, and I'm kind of getting into a better headspace right now. I'm a little bit happier and stuff, so I thought, you know, this is a good time for me to start picking up YouTube because I love it, and I've been really sad that I just did not have the motivation to do it, and I just needed a little bit of a time to really just find myself. I was really losing myself there. But anyway, yeah, so that was kind of where I've been since the last video you saw. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to be perfect, but I'm really going to try to post every week. Maybe not a specific day, but I'm really hoping to make it a specific day, and every week. At least one video every week. Anyway, so now I'll get into my goals for 2021. So I'm going to get into my goals for 2021, and just honestly, not just for 2021, but, you know, for life moving on, going forward for the future. I just have some goals for myself, and the first goal is to just find happiness. That's like my main goal, is just to keep myself feeling happy as much as possible, and doing anything that does make me feel happy. If it does make me feel happy, try to avoid it as much as possible. If it's unavoidable, just take a deep breath and just try to get through it. I feel like in 2020, I really let my stresses just really get the best of me, and it turned out to just be a really big mess, and it was just stressful, and I just let it pile up instead of just talking about it, letting it out, trying to cope with it. I just kind of let it bottle up. So I'm going to really try my best to not do that this year, or just try not to do that in general, and try to keep myself as happy as possible, because that just sounds nice. And second one, which kind of I feel like could tie into this, is like confidence. I really want to try to work on my confidence. Like when I talk about things I like, or if I just talk about something I'm passionate about in general, I get kind of nervous because I don't want to ever make someone feel like I'm trying to, I don't know, like I don't like to have confrontation and stuff like that. So I don't tend to speak my mind, even if I really want to. So I really want to try to do that. Obviously, I'm not going to try to be like too in your face and be rude about it, but I feel like I need to start speaking up for what I believe in, or just sticking to my word instead of having people like kind of take control of what I feel like, or I change my mind because I feel people are going to be mad at me, and I need to stop doing that. I need to stop caring so much about what other people are going to think, and more of what I feel is right and what I'm passionate about, So that's what I want to also work on. And then also, I know everyone always puts this, but I really want to try and eat as best as I can and just exercise a little bit more. Not like full on diet and things like that, but I do feel like I need to start just adding some exercise into my life, some activity, and just watching what I eat. It just, not watching as in like restrict, just, I don't need like a huge like pizza every day, or McDonald's every day. And like, even though I love those foods, and it's really hard not to just grab McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or something like that, I need to start thinking more wisely about it. And it's just good for me, my body, keeping my body healthy and stuff, just being healthy. And the more healthy I am, the more happy I'm gonna be. So it all ties in together. Another thing I have a goal for is to just trust in people more. I feel like I've lost trust, so I'm always trying to get reassurance for everything, and it's not that healthy. I feel like I'm always like, if someone tells me they love me, I'm like, are you sure? Do you really? Like, things like that. And I think I just really need to work on that. Honestly, I just want to try and just be as happy as possible. That's my main goal for 2021 and just the years coming. I just want to be happy and satisfied. Like, I feel like my biggest weakness or my biggest struggle is being content with just where I am. Like, I'm always trying to get myself to the next best, or whatever I think is better. I always keep trying to strive for that rather than just strive for what I'm happy about and what I already have. So I'm always like trying to kind of sometimes be somebody else, or if I look at somebody else and I go, oh, they have a great life, I tend to try to like follow what they're doing instead of just going with what I actually love. And I'm just trying to be me. I want to be me, try to be me as possible, and just be happy and healthy and all that stuff. And those are my main goals for 2021. I would love to hear what you have for your goals and what you're trying to strive for the new year and for the years coming. And I feel like I've really also just grown love for the people who have really stuck by me. I feel like everyone says this a lot now. Like, 2021 showed me who my real friends really are. Like, they really, really, like, and my family and people who love me, like, it really showed, I think, who really cares and stuff. Because sometimes you go through life and you're like, does this person really care for me? And sometimes when you're going through your lowest lows, that's when you really find who's there for you. And I definitely found those people this year. And I really just learned how much family really matters. And don't take your family and your loved ones and the people you love for granted, or the ones who are there for you. Do not take them for granted. You know, they're in your life for a reason, and if they're there to love you, what more can you want? Like, what's better than that? They want to love you and support you and be there for you. I mean, if they're trying to like do things behind your back, then no, that's not great. That's not good. But if they're there supporting you, and if you're going through a hard time and they're sitting there holding your hand, and even though it's tough for them too, that's a good person. You should keep them in your life as much as possible and hold on to them, because you just never know. It's an unpredictable life. Like, I used to think, you know, that's another thing I gotta work on, is I'm constantly like, oh, I have like this time clock in my head and everything has to be done in this order, and I am quickly learning that is not how life goes. You just take what you get, and you gotta kind of just work with it. You gotta kind of work with it, you know. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade out of it, make something sweet out of it, make something good out of it as much as you can, and just try to think as best as possible in any situation, and I think it will turn out okay. But yeah, that's just, I kind of want to just talk in this video. If you have any ideas for me to do, let me know below. As far as genre, or not genre, like stuff I do, I'm more like lifestyle, sometimes makeup, sometimes beauty, sometimes fashion, depends. I love home decor, so room tours, things like that. If you have any things you want to see from me or want to know from me, you can ask them in the comments below, or leave a comment, anything. Let me know what your goals are. Let me know anything, whatever you want me to know. It's a safe place here. It is a comfy place here. I hope that you stick around and hit the subscribe button if you are not already. Turn the bell on so you're notified. And in order to get my videos in your box or whatever, you gotta hit all, so it's what shows up. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.